Good morning, race fans. It is Friday, which means race weekend in NASCAR is here again. And this week, we're live from Michigan International Speedway with Sprint Cup Series GarageCam, presented by Mobile One, here on NASCAR.com. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're having a good Friday so far, whether you're on the East Coast, the West Coast. We know we have some international fans. We're going to get this show going and show you fans what you want to see. Our first car that we've come to today is Michael Annette's number 46. Crew working on it. And if you look at the roof or the windshield of this car, you can see that there's a couple sprinkles that we're battling through here at Michigan International Speedway. Nothing really heavy yet. But we're here for you guys, the fans. So we're ready to go. We're ready to show you guys as many cars as we can for as long as we can, and hope we do a little bit of rain dance here and keep it away from us. If you're watching live, make sure you log into the chat room over on the right-hand side. And if you're watching the replay, hope you're enjoying the show. Sorry you missed it. Here's the number 83, BK.com Toyota. Crew working on the roof flaps there. Crew working on some engine tuning tests under the hood of this 83 car. Look, Richard. We already got some people in the chat room. First in the chat today, Jackie Camper. Good morning, Matt. So excited. Can you start my weekend off right with a glimpse of smoke? We sure can do that. His car's not too far away from us here in the garage. We're going to weave our way through here, show you the 98 car. We want to get every car we can here on GarageCam, and especially get those shout-outs in when we get to your favorite drivers. We cut through. These garages, folks, are not the most spacious in the world. They're a little tight. As you look inside, the number 23 Dr. Pepper ride, driven by J.J. Yaley this weekend. As we keep making our way around here, these teams getting ready for their first practice coming up at 11:30 p.m. or a.m. p.m. Get my times confused. A.m. Eastern time. Here's the number 32, and next door the rookie Ryan Blaney driving the famous Wood Brothers number 21 here this weekend. Ryan, of course, a great run at Talladega earlier this year for this team. Crew working on the car. Let's see, we got plenty of comments coming in. We're glad you guys are here on NASCAR.com. It's Quicken Loans 400 this weekend. These teams looking to go 400 miles around this 2-mile D-shaped oval that is Michigan, and it is fast. It is still fast, even since the repave. It's going to be fast for this number 26 ride of Jeb Burton. Crew working on some things under the car. And there is the number 62 right next door, Brendan Gaughan's ride. We're going to be doing some fun stuff with Brendan Gaughan later on this weekend. Make sure in the next couple weeks you check it out on NASCAR.com. Can't exactly tell you what it is. It'll be a little bit of a surprise. These garages, we got about 4 of them. So we're going to have some time where we're just kind of moseying around, walking around. So make sure you get those requests in. There's Justin Allgaier walking over to his hauler, saying hey to the crew.
How are y'all this morning?
I'm not Matt Dillner, but we are doing GarageCam. No, I am definitely not. And it's not exactly dry here right now.
It's somewhat dry. It's I think the proper term would be spitting. It's just like that little bit of rain.
Spitting, not sprinkling, spitting. That's
spitting,
what we're going with?
It's not even sprinkling. Yeah, it's just spitting.
Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully this holds off.
Where did you get your meteorology degree there? You got everything going on here.
Yeah, I don't even know where it came from. But I feel like that would be a great job to have, because even if you're wrong, it's not the end of the world, because it is Mother Nature, and you really can't predict Mother Nature. But at the same time, you're trying to predict, the future. So it would be kind of fun, right?
It'd probably be more fun for a race car driver, because if you get it wrong here on the racetrack, it shows
Right. Yeah.
when
You
do
know,
it wrong.
you know,
Whereas
as soon
weather,
as
you can, kind of skirt around the side
and
of
you
it. Not
get to,
worry
you get
about
to
it.
do the cool video screens and like, and here we have, it just kind of seems like fun.
Well, if anything else, you have a career beyond racing once you get out of that.
All right.
We're here at Michigan. This track is so fast. What is the sensation of speed like for a driver here? And can you still feel it even from the repave a couple years ago?
Once the repave happened, I feel like the sensation of speed in the car slows. You feel like you've slowed down a little bit. Obviously, the speeds on the track haven't slowed down at all. They've done nothing but pick up. This racetrack, though, is so big and so wide and so raceable that I think that really helps that. Yeah, the only downside is when something major happens and somebody crashes in front of you or next to you, then you realize how fast you're going, and I think that's the only scary part. As I mentioned, this is such a fun racetrack, and we all love coming up here. This is as close to Detroit as we get, which obviously is the automaker's backyard, so we want to make sure and come up here and have the best finish we can, and obviously Chevrolet would love to get into victory lane with us this week.
It's obviously a good weekend, but also we're going into an off week next week. What are your plans as you finish up here in Michigan on Sunday afternoon and head into a nice little week off?
My wife and I were just talking about this. We didn't plan well enough for the off week. It's like the off week snuck up on us. So I'm going dirt racing on Tuesday night, and then from there we're not really sure. So we're just going to play it by ear and see what happens.
Well, he's a new dad. He's still working on all of that, so
Right.
He's been busy doing all that.
That was
so
the thing is
time.
that we have to do something that we can take our daughter to. So it's not like, a lot of guys are maybe going to go to the beach or do whatever. And my daughter's not quite old enough to really understand or, enjoy that experience. So I don't know what to do. I don't know. I feel like, she's too young for Disneyland, Disney World, all those places. I don't know what to do. It's just like we're that weird stage, but it has been fun.
You know that it's all coming, and so it's practice later on, so we're going to let you go ahead and get ready for it. Thanks for taking the time on GarageCam. Justin and Alguy are going to get ready to go in his number 51 ride. Going to meet a couple fans here, sign a couple autographs probably, shake a couple hands. Appreciate Justin stopping by. I feel like most of these drivers, the longer you've been in the sport, the more you earn your meteorology AMS certified degree, just because you deal with it a lot. But obviously looking for good results here. There's Trevor Bain walking by. Talking to a member of Tony Stewart's crew. There's the number 9 car, driven by Sam Hornish Jr. And we had that request for first in chat earlier. Jackie Camper, you wanted to see the 14. Well, there is the 14 car. That'll be driven by Tony Stewart this weekend. And you know what we did? I'm going to have my camera guy come back over here because we've got Trevor Bain stopping by here on GarageCam. I'm not Matt Dillner, but we're at least going to pretend to do this the way that he normally does.
Perfect.
Congratulations. Big news for you coming out of the last week here. You're going to be a dad.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. We kind of planned it right, I guess, because it'll be an off-season baby, so that'd be really nice to be home with Ashton and the baby when it first comes. So we're really excited about it.
Speaking of excited, you got to be excited to be coming here to Michigan. Roush Fenway Racing has more wins than anybody else at this track. Ford has more wins than anybody else at this track. It's got to be a confidence booster coming to this track, especially in Detroit's backyard.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be in a Ford in Michigan is really cool, and it's a track where I do have experience at. I ran here with the Wood Brothers every single race for the last 3-4 years. So for me to be able to come back to a track I know, unlike last weekend at Pocono where I was kind of learning it all over again, it's going to be hopefully a good result for us. Jack Roush has had a lot of success here, and we look to hopefully continue that.
What does it do for a driver, for fans who don't know, to be able to come back? And what's the main things that stick out going from your first time here to your second time here that you pick up on and learn from?
Well, I think, like last weekend, it's been a long time since I've been to a track that I've never raced at before. And there's just so much to learn when you come to a new track, where you can carry speed, where it hurts you if you carry too much speed. And so being at a place like Michigan where it's so fast and you're carrying so much corner speed, I think it's just the confidence and knowing what your car is going to do every time. And running here multiple times helps me have that confidence when I go into turn 1 to know that it's going to stick and know how hard I can carry the car in there.
Well, we're going to let Trevor go. He helped get the confidence boost with the win at Pocono last week in the ARCA Series, looking to continue Jack Roush's winning ways here at Michigan. Talking to a couple members of the media there. We're going to go back and show you some of these cars here. We got a couple drivers for you there. Hope you fans got to enjoy that. Here's that number 14 of Tony Stewart, our good friends at Mobile One jumping on and always helping us out here on NASCAR.com, GarageCam. Tony Stewart, there's not many spots left in the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup as far as winners are concerned. Tony Stewart looking to try to pull some magic, and anything can happen at this race, folks. It's a big, wide track. Long green flag runs can happen. As Justin Allgaier mentioned, when something happens, the closing rate is so fast here. You can get caught up in anything. Fuel mileage could be something that Tony Stewart and this 14 team play a gamble with. It might be able to get this Bass Pro Shops Mobile One Stewart Haas Racing Chevy into victory lane. As we make our way past a little Mobile One sign, just like our camera guy planned it there. Here's another one of those Roush Fenway Racing Fords, the number 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Team looking to get some things going their way at a track that things usually go pretty well for those Roush Fenway Racing guys. Greg Biffle, multiple wins here, looking to help these teams. And there is the number 51 right next door, Justin Allgaier, that we just talked to. His ride. Some little flat black paint scheme on there. I have a feeling between the Furniture Row Chevy of Truex Jr. and this one, from a distance, they might somewhat look the same. Flat black with some neon orange on them. Kind of all looking similar there. There is Justin Allgaier's signature on the top of the car. Here in Michigan, just across Lake Michigan from his home state of Illinois. There's the crew. And right next door, there is Trevor Baines, number 6 ride. We just talked to Trevor for you guys. Looking to keep things going. Got the ARCA Series victory last weekend in Pocono. Helped him gain some experience for the Cup race. Looking to take experience that he's learned from the past here in Michigan and translate it into good success. And there's the number 30 Pop car Cole Witt standing by here in the garage. Let's see if we can't talk to Cole Witt here on NASCAR.com GarageCam. Talking to a couple crew guys, messing with them, joking around, examining over the car. We're here with Cole Witt. It's NASCAR.com GarageCam. You're here by your number 35 ride. We're here at a bad, fast Michigan International Speedway. How fast is this place for you drivers?
I don't know. It's changed every year we've come back, you know, and we got a new rule package this year, so it's a little bit different. You know, motors are pretty similar to like what a nationwide car has, but we have less drag, so we have a little more speed. But the place is definitely fast. I think you're going to see higher corner speeds than you've seen here in a while, so just kind of hang on and try to have a good car.
Hang on and try to have a good car. How important is it kind of to get a solid run under you going into an off week next week and kind of gain some momentum here that last week before you have a time to breathe?
Yeah, we definitely need some help and get some good momentum going. Heading into Sonoma, I just love road course racing, so I'm looking forward to that race anyways. But we've been struggling a little bit here lately, especially these mile and a halves. We've just kind of lost some of our speed, so we're trying to get that back. And if we could run good here, that'd definitely help us with that program. So we're trying to work on our little, you know, mile and a half program or speedway program, whatever you want to say, and get some of our speed back.
Well, we're going to let Cole get ready to go work on that program. Thanks for stopping by on GarageCam. As that team gets ready to search for some things that he says they're missing on. There's teaming over there front row, Brett Moffitt, driving this 34 car, talking to Cole Witt. We're almost halfway, folks. We got to, we're going to have to hustle and show some cars here. Here's the number 7, driven by Alex Bowman. This weekend, racing rewards on that ride. Here's new colors this weekend for Ty Dillon, running in the Sprint Cup Series again. Going to have Nexium on the car of his number 33. Ty mentioned a couple weeks ago he would like to go full-time Sprint Cup Series racing in 2016. Whatever those plans end up being, either way, getting this experience in these Sprint Cup Series cars is definitely going to be beneficial for him. Because we are officially halfway. We got some other comments here. Jim Lees, Matt, we need to send our prayers to Tigra's mom. She is in the hospital. Well, our thoughts and prayers are with you, Tigra. I know you're here dedicating your time to us all the weeks that we're out here on the circuit watching our program. We appreciate that. And send all the best wishes to your mom. Charles Bush, sweet beard streak. You lose your razor. I did not lose my razor. This is a Stanley Cup playoff beard for my Chicago Blackhawks that I cheer for from my hometown. Wearing the Blackhawks hat, though, I got me a little worried walking around Detroit yesterday. Red Wing fans and us Blackhawk fans don't always necessarily get along, per se. You know what does get along well with GarageCam, though? That sweet sound of some engines tuning up. Drivers walking toward their cars. Here comes Ryan Newman getting ready to walk by. Sign an autograph for a fan here. Here is the number 38 ride of David Gilliland. Cranking it up. And here's the number 55 car of David Reagan. Big news out of the MWR shop this weekend. The crew chief change for the 15 and 55 rides. We've got another driver spot over here for you, Austin Dillon. Strapping on the Hans, kind of Hutchinson's device combination there, it looks like. With Austin Dillon's always signature helmets. Go a little Top Gun throwback for him. He's got Maverick written across the front. The helmet kind of looking like the one that Tom Cruise wore in Top Gun. Getting ready to climb in. That's the other thing. These drivers know the weather is not too far away, and they know that it could be around for most of the day today. So they're going to be getting out on track as early as they can. In order to try to get as many laps as they can to tune on these rides. There we go. A little quiet, a little breather. Austin Dillon for all those fans out there. There's the number 47 ride. Kroger, Hungry Jack, everything that Bush's Baked Beans, all the good sponsors in the sport on the side of this number 47 that'll be driven by AJ Allmendinger. And we go one stall over. We get to the number 18 M&M's Crispy Ride of Kyle Busch and Casey Mears. And actually, we turn behind us here. Kyle Busch walking past over on our right, walking toward his hauler there. Kyle Busch making news this weekend. He is going to be back in the NASCAR Xfinity Series starting tomorrow here at Michigan International Speedway. And speaking of the Xfinity Series, you can catch our Xfinity Series GarageCam today at 2 p.m. Eastern Time here from Michigan. We'll look at the 18 ride and the 13 ride of Casey Mears as those crews get ready to roll. Doing some final cooling checks. We're going to keep on rolling. As AJ Allmendinger rolls by us toward his 47 ride. All the drivers are starting to come out. There's Eric Almirola getting ready to walk to his car as well. Looking to take that 43 car back to victory lane. And there's Greg Biffle up here. Greg Biffle, one of 4 wins here at Michigan. Most of any active driver. Looking to definitely get this 16 team back into the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup. Back into victory lane at a place that he's definitely done it before. Ford, as I mentioned, Ford has 34 wins here at Michigan. The next closest is Chevrolet with 22, and then Toyota with 4. Roush Fenway has 13 wins themselves, more than any organization. We're working it today. These drivers are all showing up. Here comes Danica Patrick, walking by to sign an autograph, and get ready to go into her garage stall, which is right next to Greg Biffle. And we're going to keep on moving down because I feel these drivers are all getting ready to strap in and head on out to the track. There's Kyle Larson leaning on his 42 ride. Kyle Larson, strong run here last fall. Unfortunately, had an issue and ended up in the wall, but looking to rebound for one of those elusive chase spots. There's not many left, folks. Not many left as far as wins. We could even see 16 different winners or more with the races that are left this season. So you never know. This could get exciting as we reach this summer stretch of the Sprint Cup Series. Speaking of someone exciting, there is the man. 6-time Jimmy Johnson walking toward his car here in the garage. Jimmy Johnson finally won the race here in the spring at Michigan last year. This race always proved to be a tricky one for that 48 team, but they finally got a way to get it done. Looking to go for 2 in a row in the spring race here at Michigan. give Hendrick Motorsports 3 in a row at this track because Jeff Gordon won this race in the fall. Here's another Chevy driver that was looking for a win but sitting good in the points right now. Big Mac, Jamie Mack, climbing in the number 1 Chip Ganassi racing car. Things are picking up here, folks. I don't know if you can feel the intensity through the camera, but drivers are everywhere. They're strapping in, they're hustling. Matt Kenseth getting ready to climb into his number $20 General Toyota. Talking to MRN's Kim Kuhn there. Strapping in every lap that they can get before any potential weather comes in is going to be key for these drivers. Whether or not the weather stays around for qualifying. Practices tomorrow, obviously, but every advantage that you can get and every lap on the track you can get is going to be key. We're going to try to get to all these other cars for you before they all roll out here. Got about 9 minutes, and there's Jeff Gordon, and he is looking up at that weather radar, folks. And he's saying, I got to get in this race car because that weather is coming. Jeff Gordon, winner here in the fall, capturing his 3rd win at the time of the Sprint Cup Series season. Jeff looking to get back to his winning ways. So is this Paul Menard team, and so is the guy just here to his left, Denny Hamlin and Eric Almirola. These guys are all up there in points. They're all right around the chase area. Some of these guys, Denny Hamlin obviously has the win at Martinsville earlier this year, but all these other guys like Eric Almirola looking to get back to victory lane instead of having to use those points to make the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup. So for them, it is go time. As I told you a little earlier, anything can happen here at Michigan. Fuel mileage, all sorts of strange situations and strategy scenarios can play out. There's Ryan Newman climbing into his 31, already in his 31 car. Getting ready to put the helmet on and head out to the racetrack. Got people everywhere down here. Putting on that helmet. Ryan Newman has this race and the race at Sonoma left before he gets his crew chief Luke Lambert back. Luke Lambert on suspension after the issues at Fontana with the tires. And here's another car. I apologize for the wind, folks. It's getting a little windy here. We're trying to shield us. Carl Edwards strapping into his car, getting ready to go out. Carl, that big win in the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte later in May. And Carl Edwards, he's got some wins here. He actually made his first Sprint Cup Series start here at Michigan. So Michigan, a special place for Carl. And like I said, it's a place of fuel mileage, and he's one of the best. So make sure you look out for that 19 car. We got a few more cars to show you guys over here. We're going to get to them all, folks. We're going to make this happen for you. This is NASCAR.com GarageCam presented by Mobile One. We don't leave anyone behind for all you fans. You guys tune in and watch us, so we show you what you want to see. And there's Joey Logano. And I skipped over a couple of chat comments there. Lee Neville, hey Mod, love to see Biffle. Hope you got to see Greg Biffle before we went by him there. John Odell, you wanted to see your favorite driver, Jimmy Johnson. And there's another fan favorite right here. A lot of fans, as I can imagine, would like to see the driver of the 88. New colors on the 88 this weekend. Amp Energy on the ride. Janine Van Dyne Welsh, the Hendricks foursome. Johnson, Earnhardt, Gordon, and Kane. Well, there is Dale Earnhardt Jr. We showed Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon. We're going to keep on moving along. There's some pink colors on that 88 car, folks. You're not going to miss that one. Rolling around this big 2-mile wide track. And we're going to kind of take a little bit of a shortcut here. Here's the number 41 ride for Kurt Busch. Big win in Richmond back in April. Looking to get another win here at Michigan. He won a little 2-day delayed race back in 2007. Ended up getting to victory lane. And we're working. There is the number 78, the big winner from last week, Martin Truex Jr. A huge momentum win for them at Pocono. There's your champion. Your 2014 Sprint Cup champion, Kevin Harvick, rolling out. Stat for Kevin Harvick here, folks. The last 4 Sprint Cup races, he's finished second, including one of them to this guy last spring. Jimmy Johnson rolling out. We're going to go ahead and get in position. These guys are all kind of rolling out early, so we're going to let them roll on out past you fans. The track is still dry. It's cloudy, but it's still dry. Pavement's still, we still have the track. We haven't lost it. So we're sitting pretty to get these cars on track for you fans. And I was saying about Kevin Harvick, he's finished second here the last 4 races. And he's also got 1 other second place finish to make 5 here in Michigan, more than anybody else. Looking to finally get that 3rd win of the year. And we are in Detroit's backyard, so what else would you expect to see other than some brand new Ford Performance Ford Mustangs sitting here in the garage? Ooh, these look nice, folks. These look real nice. The Corrigan Oil 200 we run this afternoon for the ARCA Racing Series. We have the ARCA Racing Series here this weekend. We have the NASCAR Xfinity Series and the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. As Jamie McMurray rolls by. Casey Kane, there's that final driver of the Hendrick foursome. Rolling out to the track with Matt Kenseth. And there is Jeff Gordon. Rolling out for one of his last few trips around the Michigan International Speedway. Eric Almirola coming up on a year since his big win at Daytona, looking to get another big win. And Ryan Newman, using his interim crew chief, looking to get to victory lane and solidify that chase spot. We can't forget about the 31 and the 24 we showed you. We've got Race Buddy this weekend, of course, on NASCAR.com. Got tons of great in-cars for you. We'll have Kevin Harvick, Clint Boyer, Greg Biffle. Speaking of Clint Boyer, he's getting ready to roll by us here. Clint Boyer will be on NASCAR.com, Race Buddy. Greg Biffle, Jeff Gordon, Ryan Newman, and of course, one of the fan favorites, Dale Earnhardt Jr. There goes the Biff. We're going to let you listen to some of the sweet sounds of these cars rolling out, getting ready to go practice. Fans lined up along this fence behind us here, trying to snap a picture, wave at their favorite driver, Kyle Busch, on that march. Fans getting their last pictures, waving hey to all you fans back at home. Practice hasn't started, but all these cars are rolling out early, so that the second the track goes green, they can hammer down and head out around the apron and get up to speed on the track. So they're all heading out to pit road early. Big, wide pit road here at Michigan International Speedway. They go underneath this fan concourse. All those fans waving to you guys back at home. Jeff Gordon fans, and here comes another one. Tony Stewart getting ready to roll by these fans. They are sort of excited, folks. It is go time here in the Sprint Cup Series at Michigan. Joey Logano's car getting ready to roll out, along with Justin Allgaier. These guys are even trying to race off out of the garage area. All these cars getting ready to go. Make sure that you come back to NASCAR.com a little later this afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for NASCAR Xfinity Series GarageCam. And don't forget to check out the Quicken Loans 400 here from Michigan on Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox Sports 1. The cars have rolled out. The fans are here ready to see them. We hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And this is GarageCam. Have a good one.